Let me get the tech bag up here. This I got used. I was on Threads. I am on Threads for those of you unaware, and I do use Threads. So if you're interested, because you don't want to be on X for whatever reason or anything else like that, if you're on Threads at TheAndresSegovia, make sure you follow my Instagram though. That's what I use the most. But I was there talking with Michael Fisher because some of you don't know this. I started my YouTube channel with the Tech Corner, talking about tech. And I started because I had a conversation with Michael Fisher, and it's not one that he remembered, but I recently reminded him, like, hey, man, it's been almost 10 years for me since I started my YouTube channel, and I have you to thank. This is back when he was in Pocket Now. And I asked him, I was like, hey, I really wanted to do it. I just don't know how to start, what to do, what to begin with, and whatever. And he just told me, he's like, hey man, you got a webcam and a microphone, and the content, the audience will come. And he was right. That's crossed over 1 million viewers in several years before the censorship took over and shadow banning and all that. But the point is that I did it with his push. And I reminded him of it recently because we recently connected on Threads. And I told him, like, hey, you're not going to remember this. But I told him, that's like, dude, that's just really good to hear. So, yeah, so we started talking more. And I asked him, hey, look, I'm in the market for a tech bag. Now, the one that he pitched was kind of ones that all the techers use. I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, I already have a premium tech bag, and I don't want to use a premium tech bag for my everyday carries because it'll take way more abuse. That one's a more specialized bag. I think I showed it before, but it's a portrait design, and I do want to highlight some of the stuff that's in there because it's not what I carry in here. Those are not my everyday carries. I need something that will take a little bit more abuse while also being some water resistant. And I kept thinking about the One Plus bags, and I always thought they were pretty awesome. But the older ones, the Explorer ones, they weren't available anymore. So I'm like, okay. But I did find this one, the courier bag. I forget what they call it, like the commuter bag. There we go, the commuter bag. I'm like, well, maybe it'll look better in person. I'm actually really liking this thing. It looked like a bucket bag. It holds the shape, but this is actually, you take the stuff out, it just falls flat. So in here, I can't show you the whole bag, not like this, but I'll probably put some pictures up. But in here, I do carry the S Pen that I need. There's a slot for that thing right in between. So that's the one that's my S Pen Pro. So it works with my Samsung phone, it works with my tablet, it works with my laptop. I'm telling you, the ecosystem is super awesome. But I do have this special Acer made Porsche design branded infrared and Bluetooth mouse. So I do use that with this computer. I pop it open down here. I never mentioned this before with you guys, but this is for the infrared frequency. It's more accurate than the Bluetooth, which is pretty awesome, but it has Bluetooth. So there you go. And put that away. In here in this bag, let's see what else I carry. Fewer, but I still carry adapters. But I don't have to carry lightning cable adapters anymore just for the iPhone. That's what I love about this stuff, and some of them are USB Type-C, some of them are Anchor, and I rely upon them to get a lot of stuff done. I carry this thing as a way to sort all my cables. And I'm going to put these little guys in here just to take advantage of the stop. So I have a ton of cables here. Some of them are the same. I just need extra cables just in case I need to connect more than one device. But I also, in case of emergencies, carry a few more things, such as this travel HDMI and Ethernet. It's basically an entire hub for a Windows computer. And so it's USB Type-C. You connect to the old VGA ports, Ethernet cable, full-size HDMI, your USB Type-C, and USB Type-A. And I believe the charger goes right here if you want to charge also, not just drain the battery from it. I have a couple of more adapters here. This one is HDMI cable to USB Type-C in case I need to cast something or connect directly to present something on a bigger monitor without having to need all the other ports. But this one, just in case, I still need the lightning cable to USB Type-C. So you just never know when you're going to need it. But all these other cables and connections, basically I've upgraded almost all of them to USB 3.1 speeds, at least 3.0. But they're all adapters of some sort, some way, because of my external hard drives that I carry around. But it fits nicely in here. In terms of battery power, I recently picked up this from Anchor. This is a giant battery bank with a digital screen power button to be able to have an idea of just how much charge is left. You charge it with the USB Type C here, or yes, USB Type C here, but like in and out, you can use Type A, in and outs here, and then here is just out. So it's at 100% right now. That's what the screen's saying. And this just massive thing, I'm excited to. It looks like a speaker, honestly, but this massive thing is going to get me out of a pinch. I got it because of what happened when I told you that I needed to work remotely. I couldn't go anywhere, and everything ran out of battery. My laptop here died. That's how I knew I didn't want to leave it on sleep. I always shut it down. My iPhone was running low. I had to use the hotspot off this guy, and it was just draining the rest of the battery that I had left, because at the end of the day, it was a very, very bad day. So I'm like, dude, I was caught so unprepared. That really sucked. So I needed to get better at that. Now here's something I haven't used yet, but it's going to be more for my content creation. It's still in some plastic. So this is an adapter that will work with the iPhone and the Samsung devices. This is a lapel mic, but with the, I don't think it's Bluetooth frequency, because Bluetooth has a lag on it. But this is for interviews or recordings that I would do on site, that will connect directly. The receiver connects to USB Type C to either device. At the bottom, this is from Hollyland, and I haven't put it through its paces yet, but it is one of my carries, including this guy, which is inspired by the Nokia Lumia 1020. If you guys have seen that one, we're talking about Windows Phone days here, folks. This is a camera grip. This is forget the names. The name's right on the side, actually. Shift Cam. This is the Shift Cam Pro, and I actually shown this on a previous stream when I got it, and I had some difficulty even though the device was paired. Now I used that one with the iPhone 12 Pro. So this is the 15, and it'll connect like so, but it's not paired, so I can't show you. The point is, with Bluetooth connectivity, you'll be able to just be taking pictures. It does have a tripod stand down here, so you'll be able to just set it up and use it on the go. The downside is, and many reviewers say the same, for some reason it just doesn't always connect. I noticed that it somehow works better with Android. So it's not on my naughty list of tech devices yet, because it's still, it's worked sometimes. But if it keeps this up, I will definitely be doing a full review of this thing. And so far, my experiences are middling, and this thing is not a cheap product, so it's pretty disappointing. But I can't use a Lumia 1020 anymore because of the services that don't work on it. So that's what sucks. Anyway, let me start putting some of these things away as I'm covering a few things here. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this side. My Kindle, the Paperlight, the one with the lighted background, and this is supposed to be water resistant too. So this is one of the later generations of the Kindle. Now I prefer a paperback, hardcover, printed version, just like my books, including comic books, and the creme de la creme. This is, I forget what they call them, but this is The Long Halloween. This is my favorite Batman comic by Jeff Loeb, colored artwork by Tim Sale, rest in peace. But this thing is, what is it called? The Ultimate Edition? I had the Ultimate Edition for The Dark Knight Rises, and no, The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight Returns. Dark Knight Returns is what The Dark Knight Rises is based on. There was one more though. Hush, that one. This one I couldn't let go. But every fan that was buying off, he's like, "Do you have this one?" Yeah, but go get your own. But I do read on this, and in fact, right now I just picked up the Spy X Family. I hate picking up something that is not finished yet, but if I live long enough, hopefully the story will get somewhere. But so far, I'm enjoying the slice of life adventures, because it reminds me of my experiences early on getting married and becoming a father. So that's one, and I watch it with the family. You just have to cover their eyes sometimes when the action gets going. But other than that, it's an entertaining show. Check it out, Spy X Family. This is not supposed to be a plug-in for them. So I carry these kind of external hard drives. These Seagate has all these names that are so convoluted and confusing. This is supposed to be like the One Touch of the Slim products, because you get the Slim port. It's actually a little bigger than this. It'll be as big as this Game Watch. Yes, this is a mock-up of the Game Watch. I've actually done a video on this. You can check it out. I carry it. I rarely used it, but it's nice to have because you don't get bored of those games. So this is the one of the different generations of the Seagate external hard drives. So this new one is smaller. This one uses USB Type C. Probably can't tell. This one uses the older ports. That's like some weird USB hybrid. So yeah, it has an older version. Now these are my Samsung Buds 2 Pro. I do carry the Beats Pro that I don't have it in this bag because I didn't bring it with me for the studio. But the point is that these are basically a lot of my everyday carries because I have not been caught off guard like that one time. I was carrying my stuff with me in my tech bag, unprepared apparently because nothing had juice in it. My cables were all wrong. I then I have enough of the proper cables to charge more than one device at a time at a plug-in. I was trying to route everything through the laptop, which is not a good idea because it's just not enough power source out to charge on the devices. So I'm like, this will not happen to me again. And so far, it hasn't. So that's why I did it. I do have another tech bag. I mentioned it. It's a Porsche design bag. That one is considerably more uh, thorough with their pouches. This is more like just a casual thing. And so far, actually, you know what? I gotta take one of these things off. There's a no, it's fine. And I'll put the rest of it away afterwards.